Imagine you are a child again. One cold morning, you step outside, and suddenly a dog appears and starts chasing you. Your heart races. You run. You scream. Somehow you escape. Years later, you are safe, grown up, living a normal life. Yet every time you hear a dog bark or walk down a quiet street, the same fear crashes over you, strong, immediate, uncontrollable. It feels as if the danger never ended. Why does this happen? Is your brain betraying you or protecting you? Today, we're exploring the science of post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD, and why the brain sometimes refuses to let go of the past. In the early 20th century, psychologist John Watson conducted a now infamous experiment. He showed an infant a harmless white rat. At first, the child was calm and curious. But each time the rat appeared, Watson struck a loud metal sound behind the child. Soon, the baby began to cry at the sight of the rat alone. No noise needed. Fear had been learned. Worse, the child was never treated. PTSD works in a similar way. The brain learns danger too well and never forgets. Trauma doesn't just live in memory. It reshapes the brain itself. First, there's the amygdala, the brain's alarm system. During trauma, this alarm becomes hypersensitive. It stops reacting only to real danger and starts firing at anything associated with the event: a smell, a sound, a face, even a thought. Next is the hippocampus, the brain's timekeeper. Its job is to tell you, this happened before and it's over. But trauma weakens this system. That's why flashbacks feel real. The brain isn't remembering the trauma, it's reliving it. Then there's the prefrontal cortex, the control center that calms emotions and applies logic. In PTSD, this area becomes less active. That's why reactions feel automatic. Panic, tears, anger, or shutdown before logic has a chance to intervene. And something even more unsettling happens. During trauma, Broca's area, the part of the brain responsible for speech, can shut down. That's why many survivors say, "I can't put into words." When the mind can't speak, the body speaks instead. This is why trauma shows up as chronic pain, tight muscles, a racing heart, or sudden exhaustion, often without a clear medical cause. As researcher Bessel van der Kolk famously said, "The body keeps the score." So how do you recognize PTSD? There are 4 main signs. First, intrusive memories, flashbacks, nightmares, or sudden emotional flooding. Second, avoidance, staying away from people, places, or situations that trigger reminders. Third, negative changes in mood, emotional numbness, shame, fear, or detachment from others. And fourth, hyperarousal, always being on edge, struggling with sleep, focus, or impulsive behavior. Around 70% of people will experience trauma in their lifetime, but roughly 300 million people worldwide develop PTSD. So, is your brain punishing you? No. PTSD is not weakness. It is an overactive survival system. Your brain is trying desperately to protect you from ever feeling that pain again. The problem is that it doesn't know the danger is over. Healing doesn't come from running away. It comes from understanding, safely confronting, and slowly teaching the brain that the present is no longer the past. If this video resonated with you, consider reaching out to a mental health professional. Help is not a failure, it's a reset. And tell me in the comments, have you ever felt your body react before your mind understood why? You're not broken. Your brain is just trying to keep you alive.